Welcome to the Anesthesia Getting Started video. We think you will find this workstation to be extremely user-friendly. Although this video is quite comprehensive, it is not a substitute for a thorough reading and understanding of the operator's manual. The Anesthesia was designed with input from clinicians and technologists from over 60 countries. Features as simple as a footrest or as complex as reaction times as short as 4 milliseconds resulted from this input. The Anesthesia is available in multiple configurations. Open architectural design offers flexibility for use of many vendors' monitors. Ventilator displays are mounted on a short folding arm located on the patient side of the machine or on an articulating display arm, allowing clinician placement of ventilation data in the position of choice. With this option, we also offer the option of integrated suction and an auxiliary O2 flow meter for use with a nasal cannula. An MRI variant is also available. The conveniently located on-standby control switches both anesthesia machine pneumatics and ventilator electronics. The term standby is used because of the existence of a battery with an internal battery charger, which may lead to power draw even when not in the on position. The pressure gauges located directly below the flow controls show the pressure of each of primary source gases, and the gauges located under the vaporizers show the pressures of standby supplies. Dual oxygen and nitrous oxide flow tubes are standard on the Anesthesia. Options include single or dual air flow tubes, single CO2, and helium-oxygen mixture flow tubes. The Anesthesia utilizes a mechanical Link 25 system to ensure a nominal 25% minimum oxygen concentration in the fresh gas. The vaporizer manifold features the Select-Detect system, which allows the removal and replacement of vaporizers without the use of tools. An electrical outlet is provided above one position for the Tech 6 desflurane vaporizer to minimize cord clutter. The oxygen flush button is located on the left front of the tabletop and delivers a minimum of 35 liters per minute flow of O2 to the patient circuit when activated. The breathing system is an innovative design that incorporates most of the components used to manually or mechanically ventilate the patient. Integrated hosing, tubing, and cabling connections dramatically reduce setup time, damage, and disconnects. Smart sensors and switches provide communication between the breathing system and the ventilator. The inspiratory and expiratory ports of the breathing system are actually the flow sensors, which provide feedback to the ventilator. They are protected in a manifold and can be easily removed and replaced by the user without the use of any tools. In this view, you can also see the drain button for flow sensor reservoir. Cases of long duration, in colder rooms, and/or under low flow conditions can lead to water buildup in this reservoir. Pressing and holding the button for 10 seconds periodically during the case allows the reservoir to drain into the absorber. The Anesthesia features a central foot brake which can be activated without regard to the position of the casters. It is important to relock the brake if the machine is repositioned during a case. Locking of the casters is especially important in the MRI environment, as the unit does contain a minimal amount of ferrous material. The MRI unit must be placed outside the 300 Gauss line. DISS pipeline inlets are located above the cylinder yokes, and an optional DISS O2 power outlet can be located adjacent to them. Do not use the power outlet fitting as an inlet, as no O2 pressure will be indicated on the pipeline gauge on the front of the machine. Cylinder yokes are available for each of the desired gases. At least one O2 reserve cylinder is mandatory in the U.S. If it is a practice in your institution to close the cylinder valves after checking their contents, which is recommended to prevent draining of the reserve, these gauges may show pressure still present in the connecting tubing only. 4 optional electric outlets can be ordered with the Anesthesia. They are protected by 2 and 3 amp circuit breakers and the entire bank of 4 outlets is protected by a 5-amp circuit breaker. A resettable circuit breaker switch is also located in the vicinity of the outlets. Failure to have the circuit breaker switch in the on position will cause the ventilator to operate on battery. There are several scavenging options available for the Anesthesia. If a hospital vacuum source is available, there is an active vacuum option called an open reservoir system, which requires a minimum of 36 liters per minute flow at a minimum of 12 millimeters mercury vacuum pressure. A port is provided for the scavenging of sample gas from a respiratory gas monitor, and a flow indicator is provided to assist in determining the adequacy of flow.